Hey dudes, on today's episode of PDubs Arcade Loft, we're going to look at a couple of items here you can use to mod your basic fun Wrestlefest arcade machines, including a control deck protector, as well as additional stickers you can add to the side panels for the missing wrestlers, including Sergeant Slaughter and Legion of Doom. Let's dive into it, maggots! Alright guys, we're back. Here's our new plastic deck protector, well packaged, and big shout out to Buy Stuff Arcades who sent me their entire Wrestlefest mod kit for install and review, which we'll be covering on our channel. I have a link in the video description below where you could buy these on their website. You could buy these individually or together. The stickers themselves are just 10 bucks for 6 stickers, not too shabby. And then of course the acrylic plastic control panel deck protector, that is $40, and right off the bat these are looking really nice. Now their full-blown Android box Wrestlefest mod kit, which I will again have a separate video published hopefully this weekend for you guys showing that thing off, is an expensive gut mod project. You're talking you've already spent $500-600 on the arcade, now you're going to spend a few hundred more, and is it worth it? We'll let you know. But if you just wanted to get these small accessories, you can buy them separately and enjoy them. Just comparing the stickers versus the artwork, Buy Stuff did a great job here matching the size, the dimensions, as well as the grainy film look that is on the existing arcade cabinet. They are going to pop a little bit more than the existing characters, but overall they blend right in. I mean, the fact that Basic Fun even decided to move forward and release this Wrestlefest arcade machine, knowing that they had to butcher these games, remove the Legion of Doom as bosses, remove Sergeant Slaughter, redo the artwork so all the characters aren't really in their normal places. Well, it's nice to see we got some options out there to help us fix this somewhat without installing a full-blown artwork package. Now, there's more than one ways to do this. I'm just going to show you how I did it. First off, I used some painter's tape to line these things up. That way I could kind of get a feel as to how I wanted these things positioned, because really there's going to be no perfect way to do it because all the characters are technically out of place versus the original arcade artwork. Seems the best way to go is to go straight down with Sergeant Slaughter to match the middle column of wrestlers on the bottom panel, as well as to have the Legion of Doom at a slight angle. Now, although these are small, high-quality stickers from Buy Stuff Arcades, I don't want there to be any air bubbles or anything popping up, so I'm going to do a mini wet install here. We're going to grab some dish soap, soapy water, our felt tip soft squeegee, as well as a microfiber rag for wiping up all the messes, and let's dive into it. So we just peel the backing card off of the vinyl sticker and be very careful with the sticker. We don't want to actually bend it, crease it, or get any of the sides stuck together and ruin this before we start. Lay it down nice and flat and give it just a couple of gentle squirts with our mixture of dish soap and water. That way we don't oversaturate it, just a few squirts to make it flexible and movable while we line it up. And then, of course, use our felt tip squeegee to go ahead and push everything down nice and flat. It'll squeeze all that water and dish soap out of there. And then we just grab our microfiber rag real quick and wipe everything up when we're done. And by the time we're done, this thing is going to be installed, looking really pretty without any kind of air bubbles or creases or things like that. And then we can go ahead and just repeat the process with the other 2 stickers on this side after we peel off our little painter's tape that we left for markings. And again, I could name 3 or 4 ways to apply artwork to arcade cabinets. You don't have to do what I do. You could do it your own way. But this is just how I did it, and it turned out really, really well when you see the end result. And by the way, can I just point out that the Legion of Doom, probably in my top 5 tag teams of all time. I mean, these guys were the rock stars when we were kids. We all wanted to be them. We wanted to wear the football pads with the spikes, do the big clothesline from the top rope. Legion of Doom, Hawk, and Animal being removed as the final bosses in this game is a travesty. But whether you do a full mod or just want to do this artwork mod, you'll at least bring them back in some way on this Wrestlefest arcade. And for only 10 bucks for 6 stickers, kind of seems like a no-brainer to me in my opinion. And of course, we just repeat the same steps for the opposite side, and again, you can line these up however you want. This is just how I did it myself personally. When you finish both sides, it could look something like this, and keep in mind, because the characters that are included in the game, the 9 on the bottom, are lined up in positions that aren't true to the original artwork. You know, although this doesn't look exactly identical to the original artwork, at least this gets us closer to where it needs to be and avoid spending several $100s on a full-blown all-new artwork package. This is just a quick fix, and we smash these things side by side anyway. So moving on to the control panel, as you would expect. I mean, I'm sure you have experience working on these 3/4 scale arcades. The first step is just simply removing our bat tops from both of our joysticks, as well as those black dust covers located under each joystick, and set those aside. We'll get those in a sec. And of course, we need to remove the 4 screws that are holding the control panel in place, because obviously we need to reuse those screws to hold down the control deck protector. Buy Stuff does include in a baggie here these little additional black spacers which fill in the gaps on these holes quite nicely. And then of course now you lay down that plastic control panel. After you peel off both sides of plastic, it'll have plastic on both sides, don't forget that. Then you go ahead and tighten it down. Don't over tighten. As always, you run the risk of cracking it if you over tighten it. We can go ahead and put our dust covers on, and we can go ahead and screw back on our bat tops. And it's on there, and this is something that should have been included with this purchase. Another bad mistake by Basic Fun, because my control panel's already suffered extensive damage in the few weeks that I've owned this machine already. Ah, that's more like it. Now we don't have to worry about damaging this thing any more than we already have. For final thoughts, I'd have to say the control deck acrylic piece here is $40, and again, the stickers are $10. Couple really cool add-ons for this machine. I appreciate Buy Stuff Arcade sending these out to me along with the full kit for review, which I'll be publishing a video on this weekend showing you the full Android box kit. Nice quality stickers. Obviously, the control panel overlay is fantastic as well. I think Buy Stuff did a good job here, and it's nice that, you know, if some people don't want to spend hundreds and hundreds of dollars on modding this thing, if they just wanted to do a certain piece of it, they can do so by just saying, hey, I just want to get the stickers, or hey, I just want to get the control panel. All mods are optional. Mods are not required. It's all up to the owner's preference and what you guys want to do. If you enjoyed this video, give me a thumbs up on the way out. Leave your comments, feedback, reactions below. If you're watching on mobile, add some hype points. And as always, my dudes, thank you for subscribing.